My name is Jamie Minden. I'm from the Bay Area, California. I'm 22 years old and I'm the executive director of Zero Hour, a global youth climate justice organization. The United States is historically the biggest polluter of carbon dioxide and fossil fuels, and we're now the biggest producer of oil and gas in the world. And so we have a really big responsibility as activists and organizers in the United States to ensure that the United States does its fair share in not only reducing the emissions that are needed in order to avoid the worst impacts of the climate crisis, but also to pay our fair shares in terms of the impacts we've had on the rest of the world, not only in terms of the impacts of the climate crisis, but the impacts of US imperialism and colonization, because there are a lot of people that are suffering right now globally, and the US has continued to worsen the harms of the United States imperial project, and we're reaching our capacity as a planet to continue dealing with that. And people are, we can't keep going the way it is. A lot of takeaways. That's a difficult question. I think one of the biggest ones for me has been, was that graph that they showed about, just the impacts of the US reducing our emissions by 80% by 2035 is not enough for us to make the global impact that we need to stay below 1.5 degrees of global temperature increase. We need to reduce our emissions globally, or the impact of our emissions globally, by investing in the global south to the tune of, 446 billion? Yeah. So I think that the biggest takeaway for me is seeing that as our new North Star, seeing that as our goal, and looking at that in terms of avoiding the worst climate catastrophe that our planet is on track to face.